Hello everyone and hello to Dr. Bimo. So today me, Yuki and also internal Aziz will talk about AstraZeneca's vaccines. So the type of this vaccine is viral vector and also the storage of these vaccines is regular fridge temperatures around 4 degrees Celsius and its effectiveness is 62 to 90% varies from country tests. And then 2 doses is required for these vaccines and then is developed by Oxford University and AstraZeneca. So what are viral vector vaccines? So actually we will pick the spike protein gene from the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which this gene is to make its viral spike proteins. So we take these genes and put into the viral vector. So this viral vectors is actually an unrelated harmless virus and then it acts as a carrier to carry the genes of these virus spike proteins and then we make it as a vaccine shoot. So these vaccine shoots will shoot to our human cells and then these viral vectors will also goes into our human cells. So the human cells use these genes, which is the spike protein genes, to make the specific viral proteins of the virus, which can be recognized by the immune systems by our body and triggers an immune response. So the immune response can build the immune memories which can fight off the virus in the future. So this is the antibodies built in our human body. So yeah. So actually the what is the viral vector for COVID-19? Actually there is two types of the viral vector, which is a non-replicating and also the replicating ones. What is the non-replicating one is it does not produce a new viral vector particles. So you can see if one, then one. So for the replicating one is produce a new viral vector particles. If we emit shoot a one viral vector and it will produce more viral vectors. So the vaccines for COVID-19 are non-replicating, which require a higher dose, but is safer than the replicating viral vector. So why 2 doses is required for the vaccine shots? So actually, when first shots, the immune system will drop at certain times, while a second shot can boost the stronger immune response than the first shots. So that's why a second dose is required. So that's all for my parts. I will pass to Intan.
Okay, so I will continue with the side effect of the vaccine. Viral vector cause a strong immune response. So it means that it can have side effect like injection site pain, headache, and nausea. So generally, it will resolve within a few days after we receive the vaccine. It also have other side effect like risk of blood clotting. And then for benefit and challenge for vaccine production, this vaccine can be made quickly if we know the genetic code for the viral protein. And that's all we needed to start the development of the vaccine. And then for the safety of the vaccine, the viral vector used in this vaccine are modified, so they can cause disease and to those who receive the vaccine. And then the genetic instruction for making the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein are broken down in our cells after the protein has been produced. And then for storage and transport, maximum shelf life is 6 months stored in refrigerator between 8 degrees Celsius. Once removed from the fridge, it may be stored between 2 to 25 degrees Celsius for up to 6 hours. And then once the vials are opened, it can be refrigerated for up to 48 hours. But total cumulative storage time once punctured must not exceed 48 hours. And then next is a potential benefit versus harms of the vaccine. People with underlying health conditions that increase their risk of poor outcome from COVID-19 will have a higher benefit from the vaccine that illustrated for the age range. Okay, so from this illustration, the conclusion that we can make is the higher age range of a person is the higher potential benefits and lower the potential harms of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines. So that's all from us. Thank you.